Hi guys, the Second Explorer here. We're at an abandoned sawmill that we're going to show you. We're just waiting for the owners to come along and give us the all clear to go ahead, and we're going to go in and show you an untouched sawmill since around 1998. It's going to be awesome and you're going to enjoy it, so stay tuned. Here we are. The telephone is still in place. The chair. Everything is completely untouched in here since '96 when it closed down. Our current tour guide doesn't have a key to this one. We'll give you the best pan shots we can through the window. So here we are. All the paperwork there, all their milling operations from 1996. There's a newspaper there, dated, I can't see that, but see if the camera can zoom in and read that. I cannot. I can't see that. But I can only assume it's got it in the picture as an old Commodore. This is from '96. We have some information there on saws, and circular saws, manual, an old telephone. We've got all the belts up on the walls for all the different saws that would be in the mill. Run all the different blades, pulley systems. Again, some more paperwork there. And I'm just trying to shadow this to give you the best view that I can. All untouched office. So we'll have another look here. Let's look in the window here. We've got an old kettle and an old tin. Old machinery and stuff in there. Old stuff from the manager's office. It's so cool. Let's see what else we can see. So this platform here travels on rollers with the split in the middle, and split allows the blade to travel through, travels over those rollers and cuts the logs. Look at these wonderful big blades, huge, for sawing up rather large trunks of trees. Awesome. Yeah, then the wood would pass through these blades along these rollers, and this pulley system here would pull that platform through and cut the logs. And that's how they did it back in 1927. The rollers from the cutting bed here are made from wood, and they will take the weight of a full-size log and on the cutting table board. Pretty cool. Look at this lovely big blade here. Look at the size of this. It would be about 1.6 in diameter up to here. I'm up here. I'm 6 foot. So they're very tall, large saw blades, very sharp blades that they would use to saw and machine the logs and timber. And here we have an insulated telephone booth with a telephone. It was so noisy in here that the sound would travel 2 kilometers down the road, would rattle the whole building, and to talk on the telephone you would have to talk on the soundproof booth here. And this is what they use this for. And it's rather lopsided these days, as you can imagine. It's a very old sawmill, but even got a lock on there. This was the main power room when three-phase power was introduced and running this mill here. Although the mill hasn't been used in some time, it's still being equipped with a smart meter, which is not currently working, as they're currently not running the sawmill at this time since '96, but there is power available to this building. Here, this conveyor belt here is actually made out of leather, and it would feed all the waste wood up into this burner here, where they would burn all the waste wood that wasn't able to be used in this plant. Now all the sawdust underneath the sawmill back in this area over here has actually goes into a stream, which connects out into a stream where I believe there's a large pile of sawdust that we'll check out that you'll be able to see. So this here is a steam engine here. This timber mill was originally run by steam, then coal I believe, and then electricity. And this was the original steam engine that would run this whole sawmill. And if you look in here, you can see where the large burner inside is actually massive, absolutely huge. You can see all the burner chambers up in here. And yeah, there's a chimney up there. And yeah, would run this whole, had the capability of running this whole sawmill back in 1927 when it first started, or 1928 rather.
Huge amount of pressure.
This is the throttle control linkage that would control the throttle here with this steam engine. So this is the furnace here where they build all the waste wood. It would get fed up on a lever conveyor belt, all the scrap from down in here, up into here. It's a bit collapsed nowadays, and it would burn all the waste wood that wasn't able to be sold that the mill produced. Look at all this timber. It's just amazing. Look at it all. Absolutely lots and lots of timber and timber mill there. Absolutely awesome. All of this here that you can see all out on this ridge line here, this is all sawdust that channeled down this stream along here from underneath the saw where all the timber was cut, and it travelled out along here and filled all of this all around here with sawdust. And you can see the coloration that it is sawdust. It's quite amazing. Quite cool to look at. Have a look at this old logging truck, an International. Very old. Awesome logging truck here. International. This is an absolute beast. It's so cool. Let's see if we can take a glimpse in the window. Oh wow. That's so cool. I don't want to step up on the signboard in case I break it. It's the best I can give you, sorry. Here's the back. It's still got a log, fresh log on the back. Very, very old logging truck, old International. I'm actually surprised. It's a right hand drive. It's cool. Really enjoying it. So it appears the tank would have rusted out, and this is now the fuel supplier, which they wouldn't need much fuel just to drive around the yard here because they didn't transport much wood from out of the yard using this truck. So that's cool. Look at this awesome truck. And here's Urban Kiwiana over here, enjoying making a wonderful video of this awesome place. This is cool. Let's have a look at this old looking fork hoist. A bull moose. Isn't that amazing? The tyres still look like they're in really good condition. This has been parked and not moved and operated since 1996. It's got solid tyres on it. They're still full of air. There's the forks on the front. You can see the grass is growing around them. The only thing that maintains the grass around here is they have sheep to maintain the grass. Look how in good condition the seat is. I could probably almost sit in that. And again, it's not operated since 96. It's almost in perfect condition. Look at the, if I was to sit on this, this would most certainly break. Look at how rusted this is. Look at the levers, how rusted they are. Look at all these gauges here. Looks like probably oil pressure, amps, Smith's engine, and temperature gauge. Still got the lever here. Hasn't seized. What about these ones? You know, up and down, side shift, left, right, tilt forward back. Absolutely amazing. This is all cheek plate. It's not aluminium, because as most of you would know, aluminium does not rust. So, being that I'm in the aluminium industry myself, bit of knowledge I can provide you. But look at the span and the hydraulic on that. It's got the side shift hydraulic, and that hydraulic, it's just, ram is just huge. It's got double chains there. That would extend, it looks like it does double extend, so it goes twice of that height. And that would be probably 4.2 high. So at full height, it would extend anywhere up to 8 meters. Nice old car, not much to see. This is an old Bedford. Look at that, look at how well preserved this is. It's amazing. It will make a good necklace for some people. So as promised, here we have a Hillman Hunter. And this Hillman Hunter is made by Roots Group, who also produce another British car called Sunbeam, which I happen to know a lot about. My father had Sunbeams when I was growing up, and he loved Sunbeams. So it is been here for some time. I can't read the current mileage on it, but the last person that was here, I'll put a link below to her page. She also did a video which intrigued me to come and have a look. She was able to find out the mileage in that. Maybe she googled the history, or the dash wasn't as dilapidated. It's not readable at this current time. But lovely old Hillman Hunter. Let's have a look at the boot doesn't want to open anymore. Or does it? Oh, it does open. Bit straight on the ground. Looks like someone's cut a bit of the wheel well out as a donor car. So maybe it's a donor car and they cut that out because it rusted out on theirs. Not like that. You can still have one 6x9 in the back if you want. Awesome. Here's another international logging truck here. A flatbed and a lovely tall guy. See if we can have a look inside. The interior is in pristine condition. See if we can see over the back there. Wow. Isn't that cool? Shut it how we left it. We always leave things how we find it. Firewood. A lovely big truck. Another, I believe it's, am I correct? No, this one's not an international. This one's another Bedford. They have international and Bedford trucks here. This milling shed here is fallen down the bank there. Carrying on. Something quite special. Old side cover lifting engine. Still has the engine inside. Another old Bedford, I believe. That's where you would have topped your radiator up back in the day. You can see Bedford. I can't step back any further because, whoa, we'll fall down there. But I can show you from here. Isn't that cool? So guys, that was the abandoned sawmill, Eden Sawmill at Wimiha, New Zealand. And here's some of the photos that we've got from the Explorer. And if you look for part 2, there's going to be a part 2 of all the abandoned houses. That would have been such a long video. So there's going to be a part 2 which will show all the houses of the people that worked in the mill. It's going to be really, really cool. And if you stick around and wait till the end of the video, I'll give you the details needed for you to gain access yourself, to come and view this yourself. It costs $10 and it's well worth it. If you're going to video that asks for extra donations, just wait till the end of this video, have a look, and you'll see the telephone number. There's no reception, so you must call and book prior to coming out here. It's well worth it. There's a lot to explore. Keep an eye out for part 2 of all the houses. There was heaps and heaps of houses that we explored, and there'll be another video that could be even longer than this one. So here's the details if you wish to get in contact to come and view the property. We've been given permission to film here for publicity, so people like you can come and have a look. So I've zoomed in, so it's very hard to hold steady. Here's the details. If you wish to call and book, it costs $10 per person, and they do like to charge more if you're taking photos and photography. But if you are going to do publicity like I am now, it's just $10. Hope you enjoy the watch, and like and subscribe. I'm the Forsaken Explorer. Thank you for watching.